What's going on, everybody? It's the Hook Cam back again with another film breakdown. And just recently, about an hour ago, Cam Newton signed a one-year deal with the New England Patriots. And look, I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm an idiot. I sat there and made a video a couple of months ago, maybe 2 months ago, about why the Patriots shouldn't sign Cam Newton, how he doesn't fit. 10-minute long video, put my blood, sweat, and tears into that thing, and I'm sure the New England Patriots saw that and they were like, this Hook Cam guy's an idiot. And that Cam Newton guy's really good, and we got to give this dude a shot. So there they go. New England Patriots signed Cam Newton. I proceed to look like an absolute dunce. And here we go, taking a look at what Cam Newton brings to the New England Patriots and how he fits in with their scheme. Now, before I dive too far into that, if you could hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to my channel, The Hook Cam, as well as to Jackson Kruger Sports, that would just mean the world to both of us. We love putting out content. I just did a little piece with him, and we're looking forward to getting that out there. So if you could show us some support, that would just mean the world to both of us. Now, diving into the good stuff with what Cam Newton brings to this New England Patriots team and how he's going to fit in. Going back and looking at what Cam Newton did in 2018 was my first priority. 2019 he only played like 2 games. I don't think it was a very fair assessment of what he could bring. So I go and I look through 2018, and really what I saw from Cam Newton was we need to have that quick game established early, which is very parallel to what New England does, right? We're hitting our curl right here with this first play at the bottom. We got our cornerback playing off, run that curl, get that ball out on time. Could be a little bit quicker, but we're upfield picking up yardage, and that's what matters. So then we go over and we look at New England from 2019 against the Steelers, right? At the bottom, we're going to see James White run a straight up curl, just like we saw in that last clip. Ball's out on time, picking up yardage. And that's really what I saw with the consistencies between the Panthers and the Patriots, was we need our quick game going. Right, and we see this right here. Brady's going to motion in Rex Burkhead. One-on-one at the top of this thing. DB's playing off. We're going to run that curl, get that ball out on time, catch and throw, and we're upfield for a good amount of yardage. And so that's really what I saw with Cam Newton as far as when is he in his best? When is he operating at high-functioning Cam Newton? And that's when I saw that quick game going. And we see this clip right here. We're going to push vertically with 1 and 2. We're going to run that arrow with Greg Olsen right here, and it's very, very similar to what New England does on this next clip with Sony Michel. But that's where you can get your quarterback in rhythm. That's where you can get Cam Newton, get him in the game, man. Give him some easy balls to throw. It's the same thing with Tom Brady, right? With this clip right here, just a little bit different, just a little window dressing. We've got 21 personnel. There's our tight end, 2 backs. We're going to push vertically with 1 and 2 right here, and then we're going to crank this thing out into the flat with Sony Michel. Quick 3-step drop from Brady, get rid of that thing, and get upfield for a good game for Sony Michel. Same exact thing we saw with Cam Newton. Right, and Cam Newton's throwing motion's a little bit different. I think he's got some work to do on it. I'm sure he's going to address it and fix it. We also know that he was injured, so I'm sure that had something to do with it. But really what Cam Newton does a good job of, and what Brady does a good job of taking advantage of your mismatches. Right here, we see a good example, motion DJ Moore across the field, doing a little, like I said, a little smoke screen, a little window dressing. We're going to have Christian McCaffrey out in the flat, going to hit our flat, give our athletes space to make plays. And that's really what we see with New England and with Carolina, is we see them trying to get their athletes in space, right? Here's Gunnar Olszewski. We all know New England was a little shorthanded last year. Get that ball out to him quick. We know Brady's looking at these two, stretching the field 1 and 2. We have our flat threat right here that we're going to hit, have him pick up an easy 5 yards, right? And we see those consistencies between the two. And I do think that Cam Newton is going to be able to step in and make plays like that. Now, I do think it's important to say that we will see a competition between Cam Newton and Jarrett Stidham. I think that I'm interested to see what Stidham can bring to the table, but there is zero doubt in my mind that Cam Newton can still play at a high level and can still be an MVP caliber player. Now, with this concept we see from the Panthers, we're going to see a mesh between DJ Moore and Greg Olsen, and then we're going to stretch the field vertically with our number 2 receiver right here, and it's really similar to what we saw early on in the season with New England. Now, DJ Moore is going to shut his route down right here because we got zone coverage. We can see these 2 defensive backs. It looks like he's trailing, but he's taking care of the flat. So DJ Moore shuts his route down, and then he's going to turn upfield once he catches his football. Very similar to what we see with New England when they play Pittsburgh. Right here, we're going to see Rex Burkhead motion in, and we're going to get a mesh between Rex Burkhead and Josh Gordon. Really similar to what we just saw with Carolina, just drawn up a little bit differently. Now, Rex Burkhead keeps this thing going because we got man coverage, and anytime you got man, you keep it going. You don't shut it down. And Rex Burkhead works upfield for a major gain. And again, this is where I think that the Patriots were at a high level last year, early on in the season, and where the Panthers were at a high level in 2018, or not really where the Panthers were, but where Cam Newton was at a high level, right? And it's not necessarily, oh, it's an easy read, and that's why. No. It's because Cam Newton's good at reading it like that. He's very good at getting that ball out quick and making the correct read. Now, the other place that I think Cam Newton's going to step in and, to be honest, have success in New England is with this play action game, because he brings a very dynamic aspect to this play action game. And we can see right here, right, we're trying to set up that play action. We got our deep crossers with our two outside receivers, right? Just a really simple, like, levels concept in a sense. He does the right thing, right? They have this covered up. They're dropping into three. They're going to have any sort of deep ball covered up here. So Cam Newton makes the smart decision, right? We see that that's all covered. We hit our check down, Christian McCaffrey. Not a bad check down to have. I see a lot of similarities between how the Patriots run their play action and how the Panthers used to run their play action, right? Here we go. We're going to have our deep crossers built off of this play action, that quick, right? We turn the back for Brady. That's how it's a little bit different. We'll see Cam Newton where he's actually running a play action by himself and empty. Okay, but we have our crossers right here the exact same way Carolina did. And it's an easy read to make, not necessarily an easy throw to make, but it's an easier read for quarterbacks to make when you have linebackers who are drawn up towards the line of scrimmage. Here we see again Cam Newton out of this play action, Christian McCaffrey looking like he's going to take that thing on an inside zone. We're going to get this backer to step up just a step. That's all you need. And then we're going to peel this thing back. DJ Moore running past Bobby Wagner. Nice ball from Cam Newton on that one. And kind of the same thing we see here with Brady, right? A little bit different in terms of where we're putting that ball and, you know, how we're running this play action. We're pulling a guard. We give that quick look right there with Brandon Bolden. We got this crosser, right, with a wheel underneath. That's where Brady ends up hitting it. But again, all things that I think that Cam Newton can do and succeed at with the New England Patriots. And I still feel like a clown for making that video of why Cam Newton wouldn't go to New England or why the Patriots wouldn't sign him. But here we go. We see again with that play action, we bring those backers up to the line of scrimmage. We open up the middle of the field right here. Very, very similar to how Carolina used to run their stuff. The one little different aspect that we saw with Carolina is that you could do that out of empty. Right? You could do that out of empty or obviously with backs in the field, but really that play action game you can have with a mobile quarterback. And we see Cam Newton right here. He does that quick, right? Shoulders down, moving up towards the line of scrimmage, looking like it's going to be almost like a QB power, and we freeze backers. It's kind of the same thing that we saw with New England. Cam does a good job waiting for this receiver to clear and then throwing him open into this space right here. Really good job on that. But we can kind of see the similarities between New England and Carolina in that sense. And then let's just be honest, man. There's some things that Cam Newton does that Tom Brady and arguably Jarrett Stidham won't be able to do, and that's his scrambling ability. Now, I think Jarrett Stidham's obviously got better wheels than Brady, but at the end of the day, Cam Newton just does some things that aren't going to be able to be replaced, you know. And as much as I love Brady, he wasn't 1,000 rushing yards, absolutely, but he wasn't the most mobile of cats. So in this situation, right, only a four-man rush here from the Baltimore Ravens, I believe. Cam Newton steps up and he's able to pick up some good yardage on this. Need to be a little bit better with that ball security right there, but I'm sure that he's going to be able to figure that out. So all in all, when it comes down to it, what I think Cam Newton's going to be able to do in New England, I think that he's going to be able to step in and really adapt to this quick passing game. And I still do feel like an absolute clown for making that video. The Patriots went and proved me wrong. It's never a dull moment in New England. But if they can develop that system and they can really keep that system where it's going to be quick game to start things off, we got to get Cam going, and then we can really reach into our bag of tricks as far as that play action game goes. That's where I really see Cam Newton having success with New England as a quarterback. I'm sure that they're going to be able to stretch the field with him too, but I think that a lot of that is going to come off of that play action game and lining up five wide. The other thing that it does is there's so much that you have to account for when Cam Newton's the only cat back there by himself. Even when you have five wide out there, you still have to account for Cam Newton taking off and picking up big yardage. We've seen him do it for years in the NFL. Now, I'm interested to see how that ankle's healing up. He only played 2 games last year, so hopefully that's healed and ready to roll. But with all that being said, I do think Cam Newton is going to have a shot. I don't bring him in to just be there. He's going to compete. He's going to compete for a roster spot and a starting job. And it'll be really interesting to see if Cam Newton can revitalize his career with the New England Patriots. And I would love to see him have success in New England and be a threat to the entire AFC. I'm sure that everybody in the AFC is rolling their eyes right now because the Patriots just got another former first-round pick and another supreme athlete back there playing quarterback. So anyway, guys, with all that being said, I'm the Hook Cam. I hope you enjoyed this breakdown, as brief as it was. If you could hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, it would mean the world to me, as well as hitting that like button and the subscribe button to Jackson Kruger Sports. Having a lot of fun making content with him. So that's what I got for you guys today. I'm sure I'll be back with some more content later. But with all that being said, guys, you guys stay safe. Have a good one. And I will see you next time.